Hey everybody, and welcome to week 3 of class. This week we are going to continue our assessment of the Revolutionary Era, and we are going to focus in on the American Revolution, the war itself, as well as some of the key documents which contributed not only to the coming of the war. This would include Thomas Paine's Common Sense, as well as the issuing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. But we're also going to be taking a look at some key governmental documents, and this would include the Articles of Confederation, which were the first attempt by the United States to create a form of government. These Articles of Confederation were incredibly weak. There was a very decentralized form of power that was taking place there. And what I mean by that is the state governments really were the ones who held most of the sovereignty. Indeed, what the United States creates is a federal system, something known as federalism. And if you can imagine a piece of paper, federalism would basically be the sharing of power, and generally that would be split right down the center. Well, under the Articles of Confederation, if I was holding a piece of paper, federal power would be just a little strip off the top, while the states retained most of the authority. And the problem with this, of course, is that the federal government simply had no ability to govern itself, and particularly there was a lot of economic issues that were needing to be dealt with that the government simply couldn't. For example, lots of war debt. And so because there was such weaknesses with the Articles of Confederation, there was then a move to create what is now the United States Constitution. So we're going to be looking at all of these different things this week and just try to get a sense of what the form and function of our federal government is and some of the debates that transpired that ultimately led to the creation of the federal government. And generally, these debates are understood as being between a group of people known as the Federalists, people like James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, among others, and the Anti-Federalists. And the Anti-Federalists were those who opposed the creation of the Constitution because they thought it gave the government far too much authority at the expense of the states. So that's what we got. As always, you do have your discussion boards due this week. Remember, by Thursday at 11:59 p.m., upload your primary, and then, of course, by Sunday at 11:59, respond to any comments I leave you as well as to other students. So that's what we got. If you have questions, contact me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, as always, go in peace, be warm and filled. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper, and may the odds forever be in your favor. Have a blessed week, guys.